We're starting off the top five with number five being Aiden Hutchinson. He drops that one spot, but it's only because of the injuries and him not able to produce the type numbers that honestly we all know Aiden Hutchinson can do, which is defensive player of the year numbers. He is a monster at his size, 6'7", defensive end with the athleticism and just the ability of just pass rushing, but using his athletic prowess and his ability of bending at a great rate. Like he really is a monster. He really is dangerous. You're looking at Aiden Hutchinson as of so far. You're looking at 24 years old, 3 years in the league, 2 years, $25.35 million. He only played 5 games due to the gruesome leg injury he had. He had 9 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, 17 QB hits, 7.5 sacks, and a forced fumble. So he was well on his way to being a Defensive Player of the Year candidate, potentially winning it. And I mean, honestly, look out for him and look out for his superstar status next year. I think he's going to explode. I think he's going to be a huge part of the defense, and yeah, he's only going to get better from here on out. I believe the injury is a minor setback, but he's going to get back to playing good football. Number four, we're going to have Nick Bosa. Last year, number three, he also drops down one spot, not because of injuries, even though he did miss some time, about 3 games. His numbers did drop a little bit, and compared to other guys, while the numbers, some of them did drop, uh, Nick Bosa has just been a little bit less dangerous as he was when he had 17 sacks. I think, like slowly but surely, he's kind of dwindling in the numbers. So putting him at four is not going to be detrimental to his career. I think he can definitely be a top three D end in the league like he was last year and the year before that. But I do want to see the old Nick Bosa just getting to it. 27 years old, 6 years in the league, 4 years, $121 million, 14 games played, 52 tackles, 15 tackles for loss, 24 QB hits, 9 sacks, 1 interception, 1 pass deflection, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery for a Pro Bowl season. At number three, Miles Garrett. Last year he was number two. He drops one spot, just honestly because of, well, there has been changes to this list since last year, and nothing against Miles Garrett, but there have been some players that have just been decently just better, and not saying anything about Miles Garrett in a bad way. He is a staple of the Cleveland Browns defense. He's the X factor. He's the guy that has the motor running there. Yeah, he is a really great sack artist, and he's very entertaining to watch. And again, I rank him number three. He's still a top three D in the league. Yeah, there's not many guys that are built like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but like 6'5", 6'6", whatever. I believe he's like 6'6". Yeah, he's just pure domination for him. And he really doesn't have much help on that defense, so he's got to do a lot of it himself. He's 29 years old, 8 years in the league, 6 years, $204.7 million, 17 games that he played, 47 tackles, 22 tackles for loss, 28 QB hits. He had 14 sacks, 1 pass deflection, 3 forced fumbles, and a fumble recovery. He was third in Defensive Player of the Year voting. He was Pro Bowl. He was a first team All Pro, first in tackles for loss, ninth in forced fumbles, and second in sacks. So, yes, I guarantee you some of the audience will be like, why is he three? Why isn't he one or two, right? Again, just based on the overall body of work, I just believe there was two guys that I thought were just better, even if they had a shortened season. One of them particularly, but Miles Garrett's still dangerous. He's still a menace, and he's still top three in the league. Max Crosby. Last year he was number one. A lot of these guys I given them one rank down because of like a guy that just elevated himself to being number one. So realistically, yeah, they've all kind of gotten one little hit, as if you will, from the countdown. And again, this is nothing of me thinking they're worse or whatnot. Some of them obviously got worse with injuries. Some of them obviously deserve to be where they're at, right? And Again, it's no disrespect. These are some great DNs in this league. We got some really good DNs. Max Crosby was number one last year. I gave it to him just because of the high motor. Everything was just, I mean, he's the player to watch. When you go to a Raider game, you want to watch Max Crosby. And he had the honors of it and the accolades for it. So, yeah, for me, I didn't want to drop him so far down and be disrespectful about it. So, for me, I had to put him at number two just because when you don't have a Max Crosby, they look like the worst defense in football. Um, and again, just like I said, Myles Garrett, another guy that affects the team. Max Crosby also affects the team. But Myles Garrett wasn't number one last year. Max Crosby was, so I dropped him down one spot. So overall, Max Crosby, 27 years old, 6 years in the league, 5 years, $149.3 million, getting paid, well deserved. Um, he played 12 games, 45 tackles, 17 tackles for loss, 20 QB hits, 7.5 sacks, 5 pass deflections. He was a Pro Bowler and he was sixth in tackles for loss. He's a great tackles for loss monster. He does get there to the QB. He gets good timely hits on him. He is, when healthy, a sack artist for sure. And he is one of the most feared men, definitely feared man in the Las Vegas Raider uniform. So overall, Max Crosby deserves his flowers still. He's still doing his thing. His season got cut short with only 12 games, but this guy's going to come back. I think he's really going to be an all-pro again. He's going to be a Pro Bowler. I don't think there's anyone stopping what Max Crosby's about to do. And yeah, super entertaining, great to watch. Love Mad Max. Number two is well deserved for him right now. Number one, it's going to be Trey Hendrickson, man. He jumps from 5 to 1, hence why some guys took a step back. Um, but yeah, Trey Hendrickson, I can't deny it anymore. This is back-to-back leader in sacks. This is a guy that's definitely um, should get at least one Defensive Player of the Year if he continues to play the way he's been playing. A menace on the edge, and just overall full time speed, full time motor. Um, just a great DN, man, that Cincinnati has the joy of having, especially with a defense that's not particularly great. So having a Trey Hendrickson is good for him, obviously, especially when you're in the tough North Division. But Trey Hendrickson has been doing it. He's been grinding out and he's been working his butt off. So he deserves this at number one right now. He definitely does, based on everything that I've seen on the field. He's 30 years old, 8 years in the league. He's got 1 year, $16 million. So payday is coming for him for sure, either in Cincinnati or somewhere that someone needs, and they will probably be a Super Bowl contender at that point. He played 17 games. He had 46 tackles, 19 tackles for loss, 36 QB hits, 17 and a half sacks, 6 pass deflections, and 2 forced fumbles. He was a first team All Pro member. He was second in tackles for loss. He was first in sacks. He was a Pro Bowler and also second in Defensive Player of the Year voting. So, again, very much deserved of being here. Back to back 17 and a half sack seasons is insanely great in this day and age. And honestly, yeah, I mean, number one is a great fit for him right now. Obviously, will it be forever? No, there's a lot of great DNs out there, and they're going to try to get their place for the throne. But right now, it is Trey Hendrickson's this year. Very, very well deserved.